Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Today we're gonna focus on expanding our population. I'm pretty sure that's vague enough, and I'm pretty sure that we might not be able to do all of that, but we're gonna do our best. First of all, Jano, thank you so much for commenting. He said that we didn't reconnect the kindergarten here, and this is correct. I said I'm gonna open up with this straight away. Okay, so let's try to connect this kindergarten to best of our abilities. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. So kindergarten is here. There should be. Oh, it's without. All right. Son of a gun. So what I forgot to do here is reconnect this power grid, and I bet that cost us a bit. So let me try to do this. I will go and put our power cables over here. And I will try to go and connect it properly. Which side of the road are you on? This side. I'm gonna try to do this as realistic as possible. I'm gonna go here and we just need to connect it. Okay, it goes a little bit over the road, which I'm not a fan of, but at one point it has to cross on the other side, so... Why did the chicken cross to the other side? Also, Dan commented as well that we need to name the teams. We need to name the teams. This is actually the hockey team. Sorry, I need to explain a little bit better what I'm talking about. So the hockey teams require the names. I mean, like, seriously, we have we can go for American names like Capitals. We can go for something like arenas as well. Would be nice if we can name them, but I don't think we can. So we have see Tom's Capitals, for example. We have Sulivostok Soviets. We can have for CSKA. This is quite common name for a sports club in communist countries. CSKA means a Central Socialist Club of the Military, of the Army. So CSKA, you have like basketball teams, football clubs, and I think you have them in Bulgaria as well. In the Balkans, we had it's called the Partizan from Belgrade, and this was kind of like a military club or club representing the military. Which it's not like military people play there. Probably they did at some point, but it's quite common, you know, to name things, factories and stuff by the heroes of the, in this case, rebellion or revolution or something, and then you would name some of the sports clubs with these kind of specific names. I think you have Lokomotiv a lot. You have the Sparta or Spartak, you have Prague and Moscow, and you have the well, it's common, but I don't think it's related to communism, those names. And then you have things like Lokomotiv, you have Dynamo. These are kind of industrial names, definitely. But anyway, so hit the comment section, let me know what you think and what we should name our cities at, and we're gonna continue expansion of our population at the moment. Our companies are still working on these roads, and looks like that's gonna take a while, but that's fine. Financially, we are recovering nicely. By the way, I just wanted to mention that I'm not totally brain damaged. I know that we can have much more finances. I just don't like playing when I have hundreds of billions of rubles on our account, you know, and parts of the country are not functioning well. It's not a struggle. So right, so let's try to develop our... Look how nice this part of the city looks. How nice. And these buildings are really nice. I like what Mr. Chris did. I have to say that these are floating a little bit in the air. These are the ones that don't have any collision to it, but I'm just gonna go ignore that. That's bad on my part, building. I don't know if modders can actually make building to have a little bit of a negative height, just in case when you make these. I'm gonna mention this to Chris, and hopefully, well, he's gonna know better than I know what the hell, what can be done about this. So anyway, future expansion. We can easily expand to a big industries like airplane production or car production. This is not outside of our reach, and definitely I would be interested in that. I'm not sure if this is something that we should consider. Hit the comment section and tell me, do you think we should start car industry or something like that? I'm pretty sure we can find a nice place for a car industry somewhere. It's gonna require a lot of people, so we do have do have Stary Galask here. It doesn't have a lot of. Okay, I have a problem with this building. I have some in my head, something preventing me, not a brain, something preventing me building industrial areas on the hilltops. I don't know why. I don't think they kind of fit there, but also I don't think the cities fit on the hilltops and industries in the valleys. So what's happening with me? Why do I think like that? I'm thinking that, why am I saying that? Because the Stary Galask here has a really nice kind of plateau over here that we can level out, and then maybe have a car industry over here. We do have electricity hoses coming here, and we can redirect some of that sweet electricity uphill, and then we can even have the cableway stations delivering people here, because bear in mind that Stary Galask has a lot of unemployed people, and it has a lot of people living with their parents. And this is where we're gonna continue right now. Okay, back, the ass of this building looks horrible. Looks like uniform, but probably this is how arenas should look like. These are obviously the changing rooms for the players, hockey players, and of course here the stands go all the way here, so there's no point of having windows because there's arena stands are on the side. So, but yeah, it looks like IKEA. It looks nice. So, and of course we have when the supporters coming, you have like circular or square stairs going to the upper stands. This is I think this is perfect type of building for this kind of role play. Okay, so let's continue on. We have over 500 people living with their parents, so let's do something about that. I'm gonna try. Let's just destroy this building. Let's just destroy. I'm pretty sure that people are gonna be able to move. I don't know how far they can move. I didn't do any testing on that part, so hopefully they're gonna be able to move. So let's see what people from neighboring buildings around here require. Nothing. They're absolutely perfectly happy. This is what I like to see. So they don't have any big needs. That means that we can just continue plonking in residential buildings. And as we come closer to the town center, city center, and we're going to be paying for buildings over here because we don't have a construction industry developed here, we will be going upwards, sky high. Let's see how. Alright, I think I don't want to build bigger than the cathedral here. And how many people can live here? Only 200 in this size building? Okay, that's this looks like it's way underpopulated, unless these apartments are quite luxurious. Let me see what do we have. We have 2 apartments on each side per floor, and this is 16 floors. So we have 4 apartments per floor. Times 16, that would be 40, and 26, 64. Okay, maybe it's maybe it's decently set. I don't know. Maybe there's more than 4 apartments per floor, because yeah, 16 floors. 16 floors. That would be 44. 4 apartments per floor would be 64. Is it? 64 apartments times 2 would be 120. Yeah, but it probably has more. So let's say it has 6 apartments per floor. I'm not gonna calculate this, it's fine, it's over my head anyway. But yeah, it looks like it has 6 apartments per floor. Yeah, actually, what the hell am I talking about? You can't have, like, look how many balconies are there. I mean, in Soviet times you wouldn't build. So yeah, this is a realistic amount of people. Now, the buildings that have similar... Oh, no. This is university. This is university. We're not gonna touch that one. We need higher buildings. 220 workers. This, for example, building is a little bit smaller, but it has bigger population living in there. I think this is the building I want to place in here. This is, yeah, I think is it bigger or the same? 224, 220. It's a little bit less, but it's smaller building. I think it fits here a little bit better. It's not higher than Cathedral. I'm not sure how many floors it has. I think Mr. Robs has a little bit different way of calculating the height and the number of apartments of the buildings, but that's perfectly fine with us. Let's leave a little bit more space between the Cathedral and these buildings, so something like this, and let's try to connect the last path over here. Yeah, probably this is fine. Next building we're gonna go for is gonna be this one, and as soon as this one is done, we're gonna go and plonk additional building. I'm gonna pause, so I want to transfer manually people from this building to, sorry, this is only high, no, this is college educated, this is all people. Yeah, there we go. All of you, congratulations, and let's demolish this building. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna try to put a little bit more people living here. You can see that this building is being filled. Light speed fast. Light speed fast. There's a huge queue for apartments in this city. So let's try to do something about plonk, and we have it here, we have it here, and we have it here. There we go. Okay, so let's try to put something else. I'm not gonna go for the same style building, but maybe something similar. There's, like, for example, ooh, this is only what? 40? Oh, 165. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I probably just hovered the mouse over a wrong building. 164. Okay, this looks nice. So do you have an ugly side of the building? No, actually every side looks nice. Okay, so this is gonna be two buildings, two of these kind of buildings I'm gonna place now. Prefab block, 11 stories high. Where do we want entrances? Towards the street or towards outside? I wanted to place it here and then the other one rotated in this direction, but they can have back to back with this. Yeah, let's try this. So one building over here and one rotated 180 degrees, a little bit of space in between so we can have pathway and a nice park on the other side. So something like this. Okay, so we have two additional buildings. I think this also won't be enough for our population needs here. So let's build this one. Any connections here? No. Any connections here? This one is connected, but let's try this one. This one here and this one. Yeah, let's go to this side. There we go. So we have additional living space for our people. Lebensraum. Okay, let's stop for a moment and oh no, don't pause, and let's see what we can do, what else we can do here. We have to grow slowly, because if we just start plonking buildings everywhere, they will have some of their needs not met, and well, obviously job is one of them, one of the big ones. Let's just check. I'm worried now. Why are those buses going empty? Well, we should have a lot of worker. We have a lot of workers without jobs. Let me check the range of these. Yeah, they can get most of the people from here. So is coming here for work or not? This is public Chomosek. Okay, so I discussed this in the previous episode. So we have a problem, or I have a problem with these public transport. So if I'm going to use public transport for public transport purposes, that's fine. But looks like I'm transporting workers here. So these workers are being transported around, and let's face it, they don't have any work here. The problem is, let's see, we have Chomosek Industrial and we have public Chomosek. So I'm going to go and check both of those. They are under Industrial and Chomosek. Now that's called the Stary Gala. Galask. There we go. Industrial Stary Galask. We're gonna rename it, and they are going from stop to stop, picking people up. Okay, and then we have the. Okay, first of all, before we continue this, I will have to see how fast people can gravitate to their respectable stations. To do so, I'm gonna have to upgrade whole crap load of these roads, because they're gonna be using roads to move around mostly, because that's the fastest way for our people to move around. Right. Right. This is gonna be removed actually, and we'll see how I'm gonna build this later. Let's continue with this one. This road definitely is final. And we need a nice path getting into the radio station. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the road layout as it is, like this. Right, a couple of other things I was thinking about how to perfectly make your supply chain. So you saw already that we had an issue. Oh, son of a gun. We had an issue. Let's see. No, looks like this is the closest one. Issue with food supply in our capital city. So this is what I was thinking about. What can we do to make this work? Because we can make this work. I'm importing magically, that's fine. I'm 100% still on board that this is not unrealistic, that you're ordering food and it's being delivered on time. I'm fine with that. What I have a problem is cutting the expenses. So I would like us to use more of our own food. So I'm thinking about that. So this one distribution office that we have over here, like that suddenly is working perfectly fine and has even trucks parked here, not doing anything. Suddenly this is working out. I think it could have been an issue with food supply, did we say? Not really sure. We are missing crops here, so definitely this is something that we need to address. Let me import some of the crops directly into this, just in case if our crop supplies are not functioning. Yeah, so this is a problem. Also, on the other hand, this is totally different subject. Sorry for jumping from subject to subject, but I'm thinking about something else. Mr. Toprus made a nice little industrial train mod set, where you can actually, have short distance transports between the factories. It's an older, a few months old mod, but this is definitely something that I like. So, for example, if I go here, you have these storage areas for loading and unloading. Unfortunately, I don't see the livestock. How can we transport livestock? Oh, sorry, my bad. This is we need crops. So one of these stations would be used as a storage. Actually, no, we don't need anything like this. The mod is perfect. It's really good for little small industrial storages and transports. But what we need is the industrial train, shorter one, delivering crops from here, from our centralized storage, to here. Let me just check what this train is doing. This one is unloading crops, which is perfect. But are you exporting anything? Yes. Yes, it's exporting food, but at the moment you can see that we don't have, we didn't give him permission to export food. The problem is that we don't have, I think I'm gonna stop exporting food, so this one is gonna go back empty like he's doing now. But then why are we not just having him deliver here? Actually, because this train can be then used to export food if we increase production of food over here, which it's only limited by the crops we have. Now that we're importing crops over here, we're actually not really importing crops here, because I'm only importing up to 17 tons and we have over 300 tons, so this train is doing a good job. I will see in the future how he's gonna be doing. But what I was thinking about is getting... Whoa! This is not good. This is not good. There's too much... They're loading... Okay, I think we have a problem here. You can see that this guy is loading / unloading stuff between the container facility and here. So this is what they shouldn't be doing. I think both of these distribution offices have a flaw here. Let me just check what the flaw is. This one doesn't have, because it's not distributing chemicals. I think the issue is in chemicals. So we have this distribution office here that has this assigned to it. So we have a chemical plant where they're loading chemicals and delivering everything else. And then we have here plastics, that's fine, the top of warehouse. Here we go. They're both loading and unloading chemicals from here. So I'm gonna tell them to stop loading chemicals here, because main loading facility is the storage, chemical storage we have over here. So leave those chemicals alone. They're being used elsewhere. So they're gonna be using container loading facility to unload chemicals there from our main storage. That's fine. I think this is gonna resolve some of the traffic issues here, because look at these guys are coming here to load chemicals from here, and they shouldn't be doing that. We're gonna have new centralized loading facility here. And why are chemicals here? It's because we're gonna be using trains to transport chemicals elsewhere around our country. Look at this train. I don't want to call it mess. It's not mess. It's actually quite good, but you can see that this, these trains are not functioning. Why did this guy come through the intersection? I have no idea. So this guy here is, this is a little bit tricky. Let's do this. So this needs to be treated as a single intersection. So I'm gonna go like this. This is gonna resolve the issue. They're gonna start moving now, and I'm gonna have to remove these signalization as well. So all of this intersection, all the way from here to here, it's all single intersection. Even here, probably. What I think it might happen over here. Okay, so what I think it might. Why is he switching to the other side? I know, probably because it's a little bit faster for it to go to the opposite. Oh, I can see so many problems with this. Let's see, now he's gonna switch back on this side, and he shouldn't be doing that. This guy is gonna switch to this side because he cannot continue further on the same rail. So why he did that, I have no idea. I'm gonna let them clear the intersection, both of them at the moment, and hopefully it's gonna make a little bit more sense then, because I know the trains can enter intersection if they're not on collision course. This guy needs to switch to the left hand side in order to go into here. Okay, this makes no sense, because he can switch here. I want him to use this switch and not this one. Does it make any difference? I don't know. Maybe not. But let's leave it. Maybe not. Let's leave it here, and I'm gonna see if I get any backlog of trains, like currently I am a little bit. But I'm gonna let them sort this out, and later I'm gonna see if we can address this issue. Now I'm gonna have a little bit more fun with developing the city. So what the issue is here is we have too many intersections. It's simple as that. We have too many intersections, and I'm not smart enough to resolve all of them. So I cannot put short blocks, because if I put short blocks, they tend to block each other like they did over here. So I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. These exchanges, I don't think these exchanges need to be like this. I think we can do something about them, that they can only point in one direction. But they're not causing too much harm now. Actually, I'm going to leave it to see how it's going to look later, if they're actually going to be doing any harm. Yeah, these are perfectly synchronized. You can see that this train went through the intersection even though there was a train in this intersection, because he knew that they're not on collision course, so they wouldn't collide. Now he's gonna go in his own path to this oh right, it's not a chemical train, it's the other train that goes into the oil. This is the oil train, sorry. I thought that was the chemical supply train. Again, we are getting a little bit more containers here, and you can see that most of our containers are chemicals. Perfect. I love that. And I'm not going to be using, by the way, if you have a question, why don't you use double-decker American trains, carts, which is, first of all, we don't have enough dollars, which is not a problem. I can fix the railroad to the American border or NATO border. And the second thing is, I'm not sure if they fit. If they do, it's fine, but I don't think these tunnels are supporting these double-decker trains, because you would have the queue of containers just laying behind the train on the railroad, because they would be falling off because of the size of the tunnel. I mean, these double-decker trains are perfect on the open route. So if we exported, for example, to Krasniets border crossing, or maybe Bonigi border crossing, it would be much more sensible to do so. Anyway, let's continue on beautifying our city. I'm gonna focus on this area here towards the railroad construction office, which is Interestingly enough, not needed anymore, because we have double railroads going in this direction, we have double railroads going in that direction, and I don't see any potential for expansion anymore. So I think we might just close it down, and we have enough money that we can pay miserable Soviet workers to work on our, well, or from Soviet countries to work on our railroads. We don't have to bother ourselves with that stuff. We can focus on IT and stuff. Okay, so right, so the industries. What do you think, guys? Should we build the industrial zone here on the hilltop? I know that this is, I think that's unorthodox, unless it's mining or maybe even processing. I didn't see a lot of examples of that, but if it's so, oh, look at this one here. This looks like a flat-ish grounds as well, so we would be able to start an industrial area around here. That also brings me back to another important point. This city is so, I'm sorry to say this, I might be wrong, but I'm still gonna say that this city is ugly. So I think we should focus on this as well, but first I'm gonna build a couple of nice buildings in Stary Galask. It's gonna be lower rise buildings, but I'm hoping to increase population from 95 plus 75, that would be 175 over here, to something a little bit bigger, and you can see that they still don't have any issues with living here, and I'm gonna count that the game mechanics will transport these people to their respectable new homes somewhere, well, else. Obviously not in Chomusek, definitely, and I hope that they won't just, how to put it nicely, perish, so that they're still with us, because I like our people. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that game mechanics are gonna work perfectly fine. So let's try to upgrade these roads, because they're quite useful. This railroad construction office, I'm not really sure what to... Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you guys. Do you think I should get rid of the railroad construction office? I really don't see any expansion here. We can't really put a third line here. There's no point. There's a little bit of railroad building potentially for the future. I'm not sure if in this series we're gonna do it, but we might address it in the future. Potential being the harbor over here. We can build a harbor, and then we can transport stuff here. What stuff? I have no idea. I have no idea what we can actually transport here, because we discussed it in a previous episode that oil itself is not really that... it's not smart to transport it here with trains. Pipelines going over these hills is just an invitation for it to be set on fire and burn out, and there's gonna be like a lot of repairs happening everywhere. So I'm not really into that. I will just... Ooh, was that a new train? I will need to check it out. Yeah, that's electric one. We don't have electricity over here. And shipbuilding is doing fine. It's doing perfectly fine. I'm just gonna check this city real quickly to see. This is the town hall. We have unemployment of 47. It would be nicer if they can all have jobs. I will increase this a little bit, even though I see that there's a lot of jobs to be have here. So and I'm pretty sure that we are producing all these ships with our own resources. Let me just check. Yes, we're not buying anything here, so everything built here is homegrown. No imports. All the ships built here are they look so nice. I like ships. I really do. In the future, I'll try to make series with focused on ships a little bit more. It's just these huge chunks when the money just keeps, you know, like I'm poor, and bang, I'm rich, and then 3 seconds later I build a couple of buildings and I'm poor again for a while. Of course, we have 100 ships, they would be exporting all the time. And I know that they are the best, absolutely the best way to export stuff. The fastest, the most efficient way is by ships, because they can have enormous capacity, and they just do the little tapa and just go over the hills. Over the hills, yes, the ships go over the hills. They go over the horizon, and they're gone. Okay, we're gonna focus on shorter buildings now. Couple of them that we can squeeze in over here. I can see straight away that I have an issue with removing some of the paths from here, actually from everywhere. Do you have any more left over? No, just double checking here. No, and the final no. Okay, so slim buildings. These are obviously Panelaki. They are the slimmest, I believe, and also we have some with no collision. This is also potentially okay. I could have removed this road, but you know what? Let's keep the outlining of the city a little bit. You know, like Mr. Toprus actually envisioned it, so we're gonna keep his vision alive. What I'm gonna do here, we set 170 people. We have this small panelaki. I'm gonna leave the smallest ones for the edge of the city. These are 120, 100. What's that number there? Yeah, I'm gonna go for these panelakis over here. So what I'm gonna do is plonk a couple of these. What about this? This is the same building, a little bit longer. Maybe. Why the hell not? Let's try 3 of these. So I'm gonna go for. Oh, right, that's not it. We have 170. This one, 100. Let me put it feng shui parallel to the main road. And here we go. Bang. And then let's have this longer one here. Bang. And then we have shorter again. And this one can be... Can you be? It can be, but it doesn't give me any option to connect it to the pathways. This is nothing strange because it's kind of busy here with connections and pathways. This is going to be a little bit closer to this one. But we don't care, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to connect this building to here. Yes, perfect. There we go. So we have Panelaki over here as edge of the city. These are normal 5-story high buildings made by, I'm sorry, I always forget the names of the modders, so I can't really tell you. I'm sorry. I really do appreciate their work, but yeah. No dice, I forgot. So 58 people here, 41 here, and 41 here. That will be 80 and 58, 82 and 58. That would be 90, 140. We said 170, but we only populated actually the smaller part here. So what we can do over here is, let's see, are they populating? Why are they not populating this? Do we have people living? Oh, right, they're probably on the other side of the city. So let's do this. I'm gonna manually depopulate this part of the city because I'm pretty sure that there's a huge chunk of people living with their parents on the right hand side. Actually, that number kind of shrunk now to 70. This is fine. So we have growth. Let's see here on the panel. We have 500 people living with their parents. Usually we had over 1,000, so this is definitely a nice positive thing. And let's build this block, triangular block next to seriously? The pickled pint. This is, oh crap, cap. The pickled pint. This is our series. Pickled Babushka told us that this is the great name for a pub. Actually, in honor of her, we are building this, and also we have Babushkino there in honor of Pickled Babushka. Thank you for everything that you did. So let's go for something that can hold a lot of people. Here we go. One of these bad boys. And I'm gonna leave a lot of greens, hopefully a lot of green spaces on the other side. And let's see if I can. I'm gonna build this without any connections, and I'm gonna have to pay attention to, first of all, heating in this city. Oh boy, not ideal. Let's try in this direction. Okay, not ideal. Let's not pay for this because I might do several repeats on this one. Looks like this turn might be really too sharp, but that's fine. We can always connect it to elsewhere. So we can do it like this, and then here, and then we can connect this one here. And there we go. Looks fugly, but I think we're gonna have to learn to live with ourselves. And there we go. So we have, I think, more or less, not really, but more or less just double the population that was, well, the amount of apartments we had previously. So, right. Also, what we are discussing in the comment sections of the videos is where the sun sets here. And it was confirmed, and I also was aware of this, that the sun rises and sets in this country to the east. But this creates a problem, which is actually north side. And like, you can't really follow the sun logic here this way. And looks like if this is a northern hemisphere and sun comes from the, well, comes from the east, that would be there, and then comes to the north and then goes back. That means that I have no idea. I gave up on this, and then we shouldn't. Now that means that this is not the northern hemisphere. There, it's just complicated. But also, yes, Julian, we're gonna have this discussion. I'm not giving up. We might consider deciding what's north, east, south, west, and then he also said you can use a different way of, just saying this direction, that way, or this corner, and show it where it is, rather than saying north, east, south, west. But anyway, comment section. Okay, so we have a pickled pint here, and we have pickled pint here. I'm not gonna distinguish them with the numbers anymore. I'm gonna lose count, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. We have developed this city, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it as it is. We're gonna focus on something else. So Sulivostok looks fabulous. Peachy, looks peachy. Yes. Sulivostok looks really nice. Those buildings, we're gonna let them populate them on their own. We're gonna focus on something else. Real quickly, I will create a couple of buildings around here. We have some parking spaces, which we're gonna populate as well. These parking spaces are only for emergencies, and the only parking space where they can go to will be around the power plant and heating plant as for an emergency. And I'm gonna put it as far as I can from any other location where they can, go to work, because this is important for them to just work. Yeah, important. So let's go and build a couple of buildings here. Now these are not going to be built automatically. We're gonna build this with our own. I'm pretty sure that this is Mr. Gorbachev's work, and pretty sure I like these, and I might put them somewhere. Let's see, this one is shorter. I always avoided building these long buildings because they don't fit anywhere, and also they're not so useful because people can't pass through them. Usually in where I come from, you can always pass underneath the building. There are passages built in, or there are multiple towers that you can pass in between them, but not in this game. Walking is really important. So I'm gonna go, and for the first time ever, I'm gonna build one of these bad boys. I will set them to be constructed on their own, and this is gonna be, I don't know, we have in the capital of Croatia, there's arena center, and around arena, and maybe we can call it like that. I won't be calling buildings. This is just gonna be way too long to do, and I'm just gonna leave it as it is without names. Just leave the buildings, but this would be something like this arena thing. Right, so I'm gonna connect one of these. You know what, let's give them proper front entrance to this and let them start working on it. Right, so this is a little bit of a project here to increase population in our capital, and we can see here that there's absolutely nobody living with their parents, and there's only 16 unemployed people. Is there any population issue around here that I don't know of? We have some people not liking where they live. Average age 37, that's pretty high. Lifespan 64, yes, that's because of the pollution. So these buildings are not prime real estate location, and obviously people, if they don't need to, they don't want to live next to refinery. Okay, so we're gonna leave that one alone. We dealt with Novodanilsk, and this was my bad project of reforesting this hillside. But when I actually, obviously in the mods, and this is what old Gala told me that we can do. You can enter, of course, cheat mode not enabled. That you can have the landscape editor mod, and we can plant trees like this. This is not something I like doing, but I'm fine with this. And if we can choose, let's see, paint trees, and then choose, let's say, fir trees here, or pine, and then we can actually plant them even where they usually can't grow. So this is a really good and nice. I was thinking of making a tutorial. I'm not really sure if I will be able to. What I have a problem with here is that I don't like to use any cheat modes, and planting fully grown trees. I know it's an editor, and I know we are making it look nice. I still like to plant small trees and let them grow first. So we had, but it's a really good, and I still am working on tutorial, so we'll see if it's ever going to be finished. Novodanilsk looks, it's candy. It's a, it's beautiful. Renargrad is something that we're gonna focus in the future, and then we have our forgotten Novgorod. This is the ugly duckling of our cities. It has all the old infrastructure, and I did build a couple of new buildings, but they were populated faster than you can say. I don't know how the saying goes, but faster than you can say that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is obviously these narrow streets are aching for panelakis. I will be demolishing some of the buildings here. Right, and you cannot demolish a building. Yeah, I don't think you can actually kill people in here, because you cannot demolish a building if you cannot settle people somewhere else. So this is a city that is also built not on a cliff, but it's in a small valley, and we don't have a lot of building space around here. So I will go for a capacity in this case. Obviously, we mentioned panelakis, and I have no problems in getting the big guns out and just having big buildings around here. Big, with a capital G. Right, so let's build this one with our own money, and 56,000. I'm perfectly fine taking the expense of this and exporting a labor force, exporting this project. Let's rebuild this as it was, as Mr. Topros envisioned it, and let's build these roads as well, because we're gonna make a city out of you sooner or later. Okay, so what we need to plan with regarding this, we need to plan about the... Oh, right, look at this ugly thing. If I remove these roads, if I leave them like this, I won't be able to live... Oh, okay. I wanted to say if I leave it like it was before, I won't be able to live myself, but if I don't, I won't be able to live myself. So you see the conundrum. So what's the problem here? Kindergartens. Okay, some of the buildings over here I'm gonna be removing as well, but not now. Not now. We're gonna expand the population first. So let's see how much you have a lot of living space. So let's demolish this building and see if all these people are gonna be moving here. Looks like a lot of them did. I don't know where the rest of them moved out to, but some of them obviously to other buildings. Let's call it like that. Actually, since they have that much capacity, let's go all in here and let's rebuild the whole part of the city here, so I can, so I have a little bit less work to do with removing the paths. And we're gonna be doing it anyways now or later, and we do have all the capacity for living space for our people. Okay, you can see that the connection between this part of the city and that part of the city is going to be crucial in this case, so I'm going to have to build smaller but taller towers. What we can do here, if we're going for population size, I'm going to go for these kind of buildings. Panelakis, a little bit wider. There we go. This is going to be absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna go for one of them over here. Looks like it's all feng shui and nice. I will be building several of these, so I'm gonna go for another one. What's the population here? 121. This is gonna be 363. So this is gonna be more than enough to replace all the population that we moved from here. And what I wanted to do here is build paths all over the place. So paths from this side. Let's connect them first to each other. This is one of the tactics I usually have. Connect them to each other and then try to go through the middle. And we're gonna try to go through the middle here as well, and just go wherever. Either here. I think we're fine with this one. And here, obviously, it's going to be a little bit tricky, so always build a little bit of a tail here, and then continue rest of the path, and then you're going to get nice wiggly path like here. But what I'm going to do here is something different. I'm going to go like this. It's not really different. I did this before as well, and here we go. Something like this, and then path through all of this area here. This is fine, and this is also a little bit bendy, but it's fine. So let's go to finishing. Let's see what we can do to finish this area here. So I'm going to be removing these paths because they're going to be in the way of our buildings and construction. I'm going to be rebuilding these paths to best of my abilities, but we're going to go for another series of panelaki buildings. Obviously, these are going to be a little bit slimmer, and they don't have entrances on both sides. That's fine. They're gonna be facing the road to the backside. This one is obviously a middle one, so it doesn't matter where it faces. And then we're gonna have the last one over here. I'm gonna put it in the same direction just to keep it, feng shui and all. So let's go and build the pathways like this. I think I'm gonna have to have some kind of connection, or wow, nothing gives me ability to build a path through this neighborhood like this. Let's go like this. Like this. and bend it in this direction. Let's see where this is gonna go. Okay, this is the closest one that we can connect. Perfect. Oh, no, 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 no. From this side, it's gonna look a little bit nicer here, and then let's just go almost all the way to the middle, and then here. So these guys only have one entrance to their building, so we can't really connect them to each other. And there we go. Voila. We created, this would be 65 times 3, that's 195, and then we have 363 apartments here. So this is like 500 additional apartments for workers, Panelaki. I'm gonna grade the hell out of it. It's gonna be the gray everywhere. I love it. I actually personally do like gray color. And add a little bit of yellow, or that bright yellow, and you get I think it's a third jerseys from Borussia Dortmund. I was a fan back in the day. I don't watch football or many sports these days, but yeah, back in the day, you know, it's always the best stories always start like that. Back in the day. We are missing this connection to something. Let's try if I can. Let's see this. If I do this and then this, of course. So let's stop buying it and let me try if I can do any nice stuff with connecting this pathway. Like this and then this. No, this, no. What about if I do this and then... There we go. This is what Dad likes. There we go, and then... Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. This one, let's... Oh, poo. Okay, that was a little bit rough, but here we go. Let's build this, but I'm gonna try to connect this one with this one, and it looks like it's gonna be so much fun. Okay, no dice. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, so this is Novgorod Hospital. Do you feel ashamed? At least a little bit. I do. So we need to build something a little bit nicer, and I just, yeah, city center, I don't think it's the best place for a hospital. So let's go, let's see here. Is this connected to all these new buildings? Not really. What I'm gonna do here, because we have some parking lots in here, I'm gonna go and build this, and oh, right, son of a gun. Let's build this one. Let's build this one, and let's pay for crap right now, so... Let's go all the way here. Perfect. How are you doing with connecting now? Not better. Definitely not better. Well, it's a little bit better, but not a whole lot better. You can see that most of the buildings are connected, but not this one here. But that doesn't matter. Not every child needs to be, you know, some children could be left behind. Coffee time. Oh, by the way, if you want to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee. Segue. You can see the description of the video. Right, so let's go, and obviously this is a perfect place for residential buildings because it's in the towns. Actually, no, yeah, I don't think there are a lot of hospitals in the town centers, but you know what? This is gonna be a hospital in a town center. We're gonna go for a hospital. Novgorod is gonna get nicer hospital than this. I know we don't need anything. This is fully functional, but does this look good to you? If you say yes, unsubscribe. No, I'm kidding. It's I think we can do a little bit better and nicer, because this, if we're gonna continue increasing population as we are, I think we can do something nice here, like let's say kindergarten and hospital. School, obviously, maybe. But this is a school. It's a little bit further away. People can still walk there. But anyway, let's. I'm not gonna focus on schools right now. We have enough population here. We moved. We created a lot of apartments today here, so all these people can have nice homes. So let's go and see what kind of hospital we can plonk in here. Something nice. It doesn't have to be too big. Oh wow, this is too big. Polyclinic. I know one of them has an issue with... Ooh, this would fix a lot of issues. Oh, but it's in the wrong direction. It's gonna fix this ugly looking intersection here. I think this is nice. But the problem is direction of the entrances on the other side. So, yeah, if I can just change that, but probably not. This would be... Oh, this looks much better. I think I'm just gonna have to bite a bullet, pause this, and cut the electricity here and just fix this. I think this is the best way to go about it. So I'm gonna just remove this intersection here, and I already see I'm gonna create crap load of new problems. So let's try. Oh no! Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm a little bit happy now. Perfect. Let's see. Connect this and no. There we go. Wow, this looks fabulous. Okay, now we can go with this nice polyclinic hospital that we have here. Yes, 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 yes. And let me try to connect it. Let's pause this. I'm not gonna build it straight away because it might be an issue. This has beautiful parks, as far as I remember, yeah. And let's try it here, and let's try to connect it to the main. Oh, peachy, peachy, just absolutely perfect. So build this, and unpause, build this, and build the hospital, and build this. And I'm gonna have probably kindergarten around here. Oh, this is gonna look so nice. A little hospital park next to kindergarten for children to play in. I mean, it's a role playing, but still, one can only dream about it. And let's see a nice kindergarten if we can have one. Kindergarten, something. We can have something from these. This is Mr. Rob's. What do we have here? We have a different type of kindergarten. What's the capacity? 8. It might be, these might be too small for something that is, this is 15. No, 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 no. I would like to have something more like industrial, you know, something more appropriate for this city, something more gray. I think this might be, maybe, let's go for medium size. Let's see this. If I go for medium size over here and don't connect it to anything, I will make my own connections. And let's start buying for stuff. Let's go for this medium one. So medium, centrally located kindergarten. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be fun because they can't really connect this to anything except like here. But let's try this. I'm gonna have this connection straight through, and this one, this connection here, and then we can have a connection from here to here. That's fine. This one, it can go there. It's final the road layout, how it's gonna look like, and people. Maybe like this. And there we go. So nice parks for children to play. I'm just gonna press letter N. Probably this is highly unrealistic to regrow the grass so we can look how it looks like. Okay, so the hospital works here. I'm gonna go and lower the amount of doctors here to, let's say, how many do we have here? We have only 7. This is gonna be removed, and I cannot demolish this because we have cars in here. So let's can we sell all the cars? There we go. Sell all the cars, yes. And we're gonna get new, brand spanking new ambulances here. What's the latest one model? 68. You go, whoa! This is new! And this is my neck of the woods. This is something I haven't seen before. Let's see, colors. Yellow? No, no, this way. And full, you go, okay, my new favorite ambulance here. Oh, from my neck of the woods. Perfect. There we go. New vehicles are here. Hospital now can be removed. So we can start in the future. I'm not going to do too much work here now. Obviously, for one of the last episodes, I think this is 69 and the 70 is going to be the last one. So tomorrow, and it's Friday now. It's 10:20 in the morning when I'm recording this. So we will have the new hospital, the last episode tomorrow, and then we're gonna start new series. You're gonna see the trailer for the new series tomorrow after this episode is out. You're gonna see the trailer or presentation of the map. We're gonna be starting, and on Sunday, guys, you're gonna have the new series that we're gonna start. I'm not gonna talk about new series right now, but just so you know. Okay, downtown daycare. This is actually a kindergarten. We don't need that anymore. And Mr. Novu, thank you for your service. It was absolutely a pleasure. But we're getting something different now. You see how I said different, not better? Yeah, yeah. I'm cautious like that. Right. So this residential building here, yeah, this would be yeah, we already built a parking. I said this would be perfect for a parking lot, but yeah, we already have it. So let's see if we can have this pathway just going. All right, we can't have anything just here. Everything has to. You know what? Let's remove this. I think I built this path before smoothing terrain was a thing. I'm not really sure if we can do this, but let's see. Where is this connected? Oh, it's connected there. Okay, let's just go to the building here and leave it as it is. Let me try to smooth the terrain around here. So can we? Oh, right, without money. We have some. I'm pretty sure we have some. This is not going to be smooth, but this will. Right, I'm smoothing this out. I'm probably just gonna leave this as a greenery. If I can connect the pathways, though. Oh, I can. Look at this peachy thing here. Perfect, perfect. This is definitely much better than it was before. Connected to the dorm, actually, you're gonna have road connections here. So I'm gonna go and build. Let's pay for this straight away. So we're gonna have this one, and then this one, and this one, and this one here, and of course this one here. What the hell is this? This is a school, and it has a parking. This is for delivery of students. Yes, delivery. This chemical plant here is still not done, so I'm not focusing on this one yet. We need some workers here, but that's a story for a different day. And I can see here that we have an issue with people going to work here, and actually there's no work there. Gas station, this one is not supplied with gas. That's a little bit a hole in our budget, but anyway, look, half of the city is done. What do you think, guys? Gray. It's a little bit too populated here, maybe. I'm not saying too gray. I mean, like, if I plant a couple of trees, maybe it's gonna look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna stick to pine over here, so I'm gonna go for pine, and just a couple of them in the corners, just to have some kind of a little bit of greenery. Nothing too fancy. Yeah, you can see the language I'm using. It's too fancy already. So I'm gonna go for this one, and then this one here, and let's go in the middle here. Just a tree here and there. Come on. Tree. There we go. Tree. Right. And let's go without saying that ugly word. Not ugly word. Right. I'm gonna have green piece on my ass. Here, there we go. Perfect. A little bit of greenery, and yeah, well, let's put some over here as well. Here we go. And a little bit on this side. There we go. I think I see the tree there, and I see this path not being connected. I think I forgot to connect this one because I did want to do that. Right. This looks like it's gonna be tricky. Okay, you don't have to connect everything. That's fine. And there we go. Hopefully, when it grows, it's gonna be less gray. Even though I said I like gray, but it kind of looks uniform, uni-colored. What do we have here? This is training hall, so some kind of sports facilities we need here. We need the hockey arena. Probably I'm gonna have a hockey arena being built with our own money. So let me try to demolish this building like this, and let's see, well, with our own money, with our own companies. But you can see that we have a little bit of a problem because that railroad terminal is still not built. All the materials are delivered, and we have a little bit issue of something, some sort of issue we have around here. Let me see if we can squeeze in this sports playgrounds, the hockey arena here. Looks like no dice. Looks like it's even. Oh, right. I can do it. Look at this. If I remove this pathway from here and then try to squeeze in arena, it actually fits. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna get this arena built with our own money. So this is sports arena, and you can, well, with our own. Maybe I shouldn't. How much do it cost? It's not that expensive. This is the first one being built by imported workforce, which we are fine with. I'm perfectly fine with that. And we have a little bit of space here in this narrow area on this side of town. So let's see if we can squeeze in something here. We're gonna need workers on this side as well. So just a heads up. We're gonna need workers working here. So I think gray buildings. The problem is they're all in different directions. They will be in different direction. Probably should have placed these ones also lengthwise. And let me see if we have enough. Oh, apartments are being filled, but we have space. So let's remove this building as well. And this is the last old building. Maybe I'm gonna leave the last one, but we'll see. What we can do here again? Do you need something? Do they need something? Place of spirituality. And no. And look at this kiosk. No. This is definitely not what's supposed to be here. We won't have. I'll have none of that. Kiosk goes. So even if we don't have anything, but we have pickled pint on the other side of town. We have a pickled pint over here. Alcohol is not the most important thing, but I will definitely have I will definitely have a pub around here. What is this? This is Opera House. This is, yeah, I'm gonna have to replace this one. What is this? So we're gonna need, oh, strip mall. Oh, right. We can have a nice shopping center around here. The problem is I know that all of our shopping centers are actually kind of on the chunky side. This is the smallest we have, but it's still too chunky. What we can do, I have an idea. So let's try this. Go away. Why are they going this way? I have no idea. What I wanted to do here, we need to rebuild this path anyway, so... Oh, right, go away. This one. So let me try to connect this this one with a road directly, like this. And we are gonna have a space for a shopping center over here. Centrally located. We have a public transport. It should work fine. Let's see. This is too big. We have a very big grocery. Oh, right. This sounds like something we would like to have, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. So let's see. Here, these are all. Oh, sesame. Oh, that's huge. Orpheus. Wait. Didn't I just have those? No, these are different. These are only single. Yeah, actually, I have no problems with these. Having shops for two different stuff selling. So we have small store here. Can you fit somewhere? We can maybe... Not really. Well, definitely I can if I remove the path and then rebuild it. Maybe I should. Let's try that. Let's try this. So path... Oh, go away. Come on. There we go. So let's go for the shop. We have the one with the just clothing. Small store. There we go. We have this one. And oh boy, we're already out of time. Let's real quickly try. No. Let's finish this in the next one. I'm gonna continue here where we left off. It's already too long, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.